I'm Thalia from Sparkle Lighting. Sparkle Lighting is an online store offering pretty lights to create a warm, glowing atmosphere in homes. It's quite decorative lighting all year. So I do lights for Christmas, obviously, is a big time for me. But I also do garden lighting, children's bedroom lighting, and lots of my lights work all year, basically. Yeah, so it's quite interesting actually. So I worked in international sales and I travelled quite a bit, and I was doing it part time, and then I went full time, and I've got 2 boys, and I went to a startup and I loved it, but it didn't carry on basically. So I went to another company, and it was going to be a lot of travel, and it was a lot of travel to get to the office. It's quite a small business, and so they had a very in-office sort of culture, and I was trying to do it remotely. So then I decided that I was going to look at my options. I'd had a guy in the previous role, which I'd been coming out of, sort of mentoring me and saying, looking at all your options. And we'd done our own house, and I'd found it hard to find lighting. I'd had to go to shops, and I'd had to look online, and the online stores have loads and loads and loads and loads of lights. Some okay, some not so okay. So I decided that I would go into this. So I started it, I had a lot of marketing and branding and PR experience, but no digital marketing experience. So I was on a really steep learning curve with that. And Christmas, I don't know if it was Christmas 3 years ago, I decided to add some sort of decorative lighting to the site, some sort of pretty Christmas lighting. And it just started to, because I got my social media, numbers up. I got a little bit of coverage like that. I wasn't really doing a great deal of digital marketing, but, I've got a little bit of SEO, and they started to sell these pretty lights. And so I realised this is what people want. It's called Sparkle Lighting. I've put these on the site, and so straight away after that I launched the children's range in the January, and then into the garden range in the spring, and everything started to move then, and it started to grow basically. So it wasn't really the sort of first idea, but it was what the customers reacted to, so I went down that route with them. So I built my social media, I'd done SEO, I'd done some courses as well, paid courses, which had been brilliant at really starting to get me going. And then I was talking to a friend, and the friend said about Digital Boost, like this free resource that you can have an hour call with an expert with. So I was like, wow. So I did 1 or 2 to start with, and one of them was absolutely amazing. And I just started realising that it was a real opportunity to talk to an expert about what you're doing and really help. And so recently I've been really focused on getting help with SEO and also Google Ads as well. So trying to see how I can improve. I do really well with it was Google Smart Shopping, now Performance Max. And I do quite well with SEO, even though I've done it all myself. And so I realised that Google is a real opportunity for me to grow, really. So I've been focusing on that. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's just focused on your business. Most of the time when you're paying, it's focusing on lots of businesses. And this is free, and it focuses on your business. So it's somebody helping you trying to get to the next stage. It's great. It really is. It is quite a lonely existence, starting your own business from scratch, and you sit, and sometimes you get really stuck on something, and you go onto these calls with someone, start talking to them, and then to start off with, they don't know you don't know them, they don't know your business, you start talking. And then by the end of it, you get this real excitement because you're getting all this insight and information. And, there's a lot of calls I've come away from with a page full of notes of things to implement. And I type it up, and then I keep going back to it, and I keep implementing it. Because some of it is quite big projects as well. And some of it's not just a little tweak to your website. It's, a big project that you need to work on. So those calls are amazing, especially when you're working by yourself, because you get that excitement again about what you're doing and what you need to do next, so that's great and really good. The great thing about it is there's such a variety of stuff that you can hone in on and try and find experts for within the digital. The thing is, there's a lot of support for small businesses, and I've done like local support for it, but it's not focused on digital, and digital is very much its own thing. It needs certain things, and that's what's great about Digital Boost. It's really honing in on those, the SEO, the Google ads, the Facebook ads, social media, all those email campaigns, all those things that you need to grow a successful online store, basically. And so I've been used as a sort of case study. So it's showing the support that Mastercard is giving through the Strive program to programs like Digital Boost. So they got in touch in the summer, and then basically it's been a case study. So I'm going to be in the Times magazine, I think, not this weekend, next weekend. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday, as a case study for showing Mastercard supporting micro businesses through Strive, which is supporting the Digital Boost program, basically. So I did a radio interview a few weeks ago and had a record day of sales, which was great. And then that will come out in the next couple of weeks. And then I've got involved with a report that Strive are putting together for the government to help support micro businesses more, which is part of the breakfast meeting that I'm going to at the Houses of Parliament next week, actually, where Mary Portas is going to be, and it's all about supporting independent businesses in the UK, isn't it?